Hello and welcome to the Black Cat Intuitive channel. For this latest set of intuition development exercises called historical events, you will intuit what historical event is placed in the jar, and I will be your guide to ask various questions about the nature and energy surrounding this event. You can have a pen and paper to write down your answers from this exercise, or just commit your answers to memory while doing this exercise. Do whatever works best for you. I will reveal what historical event is placed in the jar at the end of this video. So watch your breath in and out, in and out, in and out. Feel yourself go into a state of relaxation that you sense is appropriate for the nature of this remote viewing intuition development exercise. For this particular exercise, we are going to take a trip into history. We're going to visit an event, a time in history, which may or may not have affected you, your soul, or your past life incarnations. It may have affected you profoundly, or it may have been a blip on your reality which barely touched the surface of your existence. Nonetheless, I want you to look down a path. This path is called the path of history. Now, you do not know the event that I have placed in the jar, which is why this exercise will be enhancing to your intuition development, whilst perhaps your healing past life journey. So walk down the path. Keep walking, 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 until you sense you have come to a place. Walk on the road, which will make it easy to view this historical event that I have placed in the jar. Walk down this path, keep walking, walking, and now stop. You've come to a place where you can view this historical event from a safe place. Your guides will stand beside you and help you view this event from a place which you can view it where you can view it accurately, but also keep your emotional and ethereal bodies safe. So look at this event. I know that you do not yet know what this historical event is, but from this vantage point, your subconscious and superconscious mind knows what the event is that I've placed in the jar. So I'm going to ask you to ask yourself some questions about this event, about this time in history. First off, what details can you glean about this event? Just write down what comes to mind. The details, the smells, the sights, the sound, and most importantly, the emotional elements of the event. Write down or remember whatever comes to mind that helps you know the root basics of what went on this event. It will aid in your intuition development. So do that now. Write down or remember the details of what happened during this time in history. Now, I want you to ask yourself another question. How did this event affect you? Ask yourself, did you have a past life during this historical time in history? If you're not sure if you had a past life or a soul connection to this event, just write down what comes to mind. If you did, how did it affect you? Did it affect other people around you? Are there soul ties to the people around you or soul ties to this event? So just write down what comes to mind. It will all come together to form a picture when you are done this exercise. Now, if you want, you can take one more look at this event. You may want to write down more details, or even take a guess at what the event actually is. Before you walk back from this event, intend that there will be a healing in regards to this event, this time of history, both towards all of humanity throughout time, or towards yourself if you had a past life, or if your soul was in other ways connected to this event. So now is the time to pause the video if you want to continue to remote view this event, because I'm going to reveal what the event that you're remote viewing actually is. So yeah, if you want to continue to ask questions about this event, you can pause the video, and then, but if you want to know now what it is, keep on listening. So walk back up the path and return to this present day's time and space, this now, because I'm going to reveal what the event in the jar that you are remote viewing actually is. Alright, so it is the beginning of the black slave trade. Slaves taken from Africa to be brought to America. So that's the event that you were viewing. Slaves taken from Africa and brought to America by boat around 400 years ago. So you may have picked up the emotions of fear, entrapment, or even anger at human beings being ripped away from their home. You may have seen visually ships, people being trapped, enslaved, enchained, or stuffed into really small spaces, or people being terrified when they're being taken from their homes, not knowing what is going to happen to them. So feel free to discuss in the comments section what impressions you intuitively picked up about this unpleasant time in history. Thank you for participating in this remote viewing intuition development exercise.